Jeff from Chillin and Grillin with Jeff here. Last year we did our first annual barbecue battle at the Turkey Bowl put on by Preferred Insurance and Belfor in support of Childcan. Last year Team Brocky won, so of course the challenge went out again this year. Team Belfor versus Team Brocky. Let's go see what's on the grill and have some great food. Welcome to our second Turkey Bowl barbecue competition. Let me introduce our barbecue teams today. Matt, you're the captain of Team Belfor.
Yep.
Introduce your team and tell me a little bit about everybody.
Absolutely. On the end here we have George Geeson from Porky's Barbecue, and this is Hans Schreff, amazing chef, and I'm Matt Goldsmith. We're going to represent Team Belfor as solid as we can today.
You guys brought your A game ready to go?
100%.
I see you've got your uniforms, but additionally I'm going to give you some Chillin and Grillin with Jeff aprons to add to your uniform.
Awesome. Great.
All right, let's look over here. Our winners from last year, Team Brocky.
Returning champs.
Returning champs.
Back to back.
Adam, introduce your team once again this year.
All right, well, same team as last year. We got Andrew, of course, from Craft Pharmacy, and James from Eddington's in Exeter. And we're just looking for another win.
Hey guys, so I know you're chefs and you have aprons, but we're going to put everybody in the same apron today.
Thank you. Great, thank you.
And we'll go over the rules and we're going to pass out some ingredients. We're going to give you 5 points for each of these categories. Plate appearance. Of course, we want to see how you use the ingredients. We want you to be creative. And of course, right at the end, we're going to judge you on taste. So it's 5 points for each of 4 categories. We got some great meat provided by Chris at Chris's Country Cuts. We've got some secret ingredients. You have to use everything I give you. You can add whatever you want to that. And in about 4 hours, we're going to have a judge's table set up. You need to serve an appetizer and a main course. Let's see what we got in the box. Okay, for starters, we got some easy stuff, some carrots and some potatoes. We got some hanger steak you both have
Hanger
to work
steak.
with.
Awesome.
Hanger steak,
Not something we see
okay.
every day for sure. Chris got creative. We asked him for something a little bit different this year. So we have duck and orange sausage that he makes right down there at the market. And you know what barbecue competition would be complete without some pork belly? So we got a big pile of pork belly for you both to use.
I've never cooked pork belly before, Jeff.
No, I bet you haven't. Some more easy stuff for you. We've got some sweet peppers you got to work into your
Nice.
menu.
We can work with those.
Throw a little fun into it. We decided you should each have a bottle of Coke.
Oh, perfect.
Not to drink. You've got to use this in your ingredients. And then since you're on this side of the table, we're going to give you some sour cream and onion chips.
Oh, perfect.
You got to work
Go
that
right
in.
into our recipe.
Go with the Coke. Right? I didn't want to give everybody the same thing. You get some Doritos.
A pop and chip party. It's like grade 7 all over again.
You guys sitting around eating Doritos
Test
and
the
drinking
quality
Coke.
of the ingredients.
All right, you guys are all set. You've got your ingredients. Your minds are rolling. You've got your uniforms. On your mark. Get set. Go. Let's go.
All right.
So hanger steak. Who's got experience with the hanger steak?
Oh, I've seen it on TV once.
It's not on
Yeah, I've
TV.
seen it on YouTube or something.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you guys noticed, but those guys over there look heavily intimidated by our non-knowledge.
I'm not going to lie. They're a little bit nervous. They see the skill set over here, and they're a little bit nervous.
I think we can make this work, guys.
You guys come up with your menu. I'm going to come back and get an update in a few minutes. I'm going to
Okay.
check on there and give them some competitive information. Their strategy is to win. Okay.
Well,
Good strategy.
What do you guys want to do today?
I don't know, actually. What should we do today?
I want to do some like turnovers or something. Make
Turnovers?
like a little hand pie.
Oh,
With
a
the
hand
duck.
pie.
Ah,
They
okay.
can hand-
You may not have any Doritos left. Andrew keeps digging
I
into
know,
the
it's hungry,
Doritos.
it's
so.
breakfast.
All right, I'm going to let you guys get organized, and then I'm going to come back and we'll go over what your menu plan is. All right, Amy, tell me a little bit about the charity itself, Childcan, and this great event.
Yeah, we love this event. It's an annual event and it's raised so much money for children who are affected by childhood cancer and their families. Basically, this event takes care of our meal voucher program. So when families are in the hospital, they don't have time to feed themselves, so they barely have time to go down to the cafeteria and grab a meal, but we provide them with a meal voucher that lets them get food for their family. And one of our families told us recently that their son won't let them lift the lid off the food at the hospital. And so she uses that meal voucher to feed her child and make sure that he is remaining fit and healthy and strong as he can possibly be so that he can fight cancer in the hospital.
Well, that's spectacular. Thanks for doing that. That's great. So we're glad to contribute to this event. It's a food-related event, so there's a nice connection there.
Exactly.
You guys barbecue yourself? You love barbecue?
I do.
There's going to be some great food. We're going to trip them up this year. I look forward to seeing you all day. There's going to be lots going on. great to meet you.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for everything
you
you do.
too.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
everything. What do we got going on here? This looks kind of interesting.
Well, we're just getting prepped for a sauce. We're gonna make a real nice sort of puree
Okay.
that's gonna go with our appetizer dish.
Glad you brought jalapeno peppers because this basket's different for a Chillin and Grillin episode. We didn't have any jalapeno peppers, so I'm glad somebody brought some. What's the menu for today? What are we doing for our appetizer?
Tacos for the appetizer. So we're gonna do a pork belly taco.
All right.
After that, we're going to serve the hanger steak on pureed potatoes with a peppercorn brandy sauce.
I love the creativity side of it. Good stuff, guys.
This will all
Yeah.
get roasted up and smoked.
Oh, that's why we're putting it in here.
We're
This is
trying to
gonna
do
go in
everything
there.
on the barbecue because that's what this is about.
Right.
We don't think our friends next door actually have that kind of skill or talent. We think
Ah,
we got this.
all right, I'll go remind you of that. All right, a minute here. Penalty. Flag on this one. Flag on play. Yeah.
Come
yeah.
on, Stripes!
All right, come on, penalty. These knife skills are way too good. Way too good. So I'm calling a penalty right now. For that, we're going to swap out some ingredients. Now you guys got to use both types of chips. You're going to have to use Doritos and the sour cream and onion chips.
Absolutely.
All right. Good, good.
And by the way, Jeff, I heard you introduce us as Team Brocky, but we're here for the kids. We are Team Childcan, and we're here to represent a great charity.
Okay,
so.
official name change.
Team Childcan, that's right.
What are we doing now?
good
Let me
food.
know what we got going on.
So we've actually taken the duck sausage
All right.
and we've stuffed it in the jalapeno. So we're using 2 ingredients, and then we're wrapping it in some of that nice pork belly. And we're going to season this up a little bit. And
Did I
that's
hear
gonna be-
something about a secret ingredient?
A secret ingredient is going to be on top. We're going to bang the chips out and use them as a little crust on top after they smoke. We're going to brush on some barbecue sauce and then hit them with some chips.
So we have our mirepoix with our peppers, our carrots, our celery, our onion, our garlic,
All right.
no oil, and so we just lightly sauteed that off, fine diced, and then we're just going to actually add our duck sausage and now
Nice.
orange.
Any issue with it? Duck and orange. So is that going to
Duck
alter?
and orange is fantastic, right? And then we're going to have those. Now we have sour cream chips and Doritos in
Yeah.
here, so this is going to be our filling for our ham pies.
So what's the trick here? I know what you're using the Coke. You're putting some in, but these are the hanger steak. What's a hanger steak? What's different about a hanger steak?
Well, a hanger steak takes flavor really well. It needs to be cooked hot and quickly. So we're going to marinate it and put some spice into it now and let it marinate for a little while. And at the end, we're going to cook it hot and fast. And
This is interesting use of ingredients, but you have to cook with the stuff too, right?
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
We're making a breadcrumb. This is going to be the binder in our filling for the ham pies.
Tell us a little bit about the event, the history, and the backstory, and what we're going to do today.
For sure. Thank you so much for being here, and it's a great pleasure. And Belfor allows us to have this great event. We've partnered with them, and we're raising awareness and funds for Childcan. That's what we're doing first and foremost. But the backstory is, and the theme is it is a tailgate party. So we have a lot of fun. We play games. We have a silent auction. We cook a lot of great food. We watch football, but we're here for Childcan, and that's the main focus of our
It's a
event.
great day for a great cause for sure. And how much money did you raise last year?
Last year we raised $70,000.
$70,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
And since our inception here with partnering up with Belfor, we're north of $700,000 we've raised since 2012.
That is absolutely incredible. Thank you for doing that. I don't know what's happening here, but this is an enormous amount of garlic. This is part of the main course. I heard something about mashed potatoes.
It's going to be our homemade garlic mash. We're not going to use any cheater stuff. We're going to actually roast this garlic on the smoker. Again, following the whole concept of barbecue and everything. So we'll smoke it a little bit, and then we'll roast it up on the barbecue, and then eventually it'll come out. It'll be sweet. It won't be that sharp garlic. Go in with the potatoes and a few other special ingredients, and we're going to have as part of the main meal.
And I love the fact that you're using the barbecue for every detail.
absolutely.
Perfect. I'll make sure the judges know that. This looks like hanger steak.
Hanger steak. So I'm marinating in a little bit of soy, some Fresno peppers, and lots of onion, lots of garlic.
Where are you using the jalapeno peppers?
Well, I don't have jalapenos.
No jalapenos for us.
Wait a minute, wait. You
I
don't have
have
no
the cousin.
jalapenos?
I have
Have you ever watched the show?
We figured you were going to give
No
us
jalapeno.
those.
Wait a minute. Penalty.
Oh, another one.
Sorry,
Boys,
no jalapeno.
come on, Stripes.
No jalapeno
I'm outta
peppers.
here.
Just so you don't forget next time, may I suggest an appetizer you can have a bite of right now, so you never forget to bring jalapeno peppers on the Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff episode again.
Come on, boys.
Lots of things going on.
Yeah, we've got the stuffing there for our ham pies.
Yeah.
We did notice the skin was still on the pork belly, so we went ahead and removed that. We're getting some smoke on it in case we want a little crackling later or something. We've got our pork belly seasoned up and on here.
These look great. I'm a potato lover.
And
These look awesome.
Andrew's done some potatoes there with thyme, onion, heavy salt. We're gonna get some smoke on those.
I don't know if anybody told you, but it's a barbecue competition. I noticed somehow somebody dropped some lettuce over here. Do you want me to throw that out for you?
Well, we wanted to bring it in for color, except for
We're
secret.
gonna char this up a little bit, so it is a
okay.
barbecue competition.
All right,
We're
all
making
right.
a grilled Caesar salad as part of our main course, and we're making croutons and making the bacon pork belly. We're just rendering down some pork belly, so we get a real nice Caesar salad. Homemade dressing. It's gonna be beautiful.
All right, great use of ingredients once again by the chef.
We gotta
So,
keep full.
Using the
keep our
Coke, what are we
energy
doing?
up.
We're deglazing with the
We're
Coke?
just gonna deglaze the pan with the Coke. Yeah, let that sit in there, thicken it up.
Now, what are you going to do with the Doritos beside, if there are going to be any left?
We're gonna
or-
make sure Andrew stays full.
So when this softens up a little bit, when that duck fat, it wasn't as fatty as I thought it would be.
Okay.
Actually, I thought the duck sausage would be a little bit more fatty, so the Coke's an actually great ingredient just to get it saucy.
Okay.
And then we're gonna thicken it back up with the chips.
The chips that you were rolling out.
Rolling
with
out the
Coke-
chips, made
with
them
the
almost
Coke
like a
bottle.
breadcrumb. Yeah.
All right, what do we got going on over here, guys?
Okay, well, because it's Turkey Bowl and we're at halftime now, we got a nice halftime meal we decided to provide for our team, being the good guys we are. So we brought some sausage. We got some caramelized onions happening over there. Hans has been working on, and
Anything to drink?
oh, there might be a beer or two. There's definitely football. Beer and sausage goes pretty good together.
Just heard the halftime whistle. This team over here is doing a little bribing. They made sausage and brought some cold beers for everybody. So I just want to throw that out there. I just want to throw that out there. We'll be back with our halftime analysis right away. We brought in our local expert here, Savage, to give us some halftime analysis. It's been an exciting first half. What do you got to say?
Well, I'm really impressed. Both teams really came out of the gate hard. I was a little surprised that Team Brock would get that early penalty with forgetting their jalapenos. But again, both teams came flying out of the gate. We're really impressed with the product that they're putting out there on the field, and let's just see how the teams finish.
What do you have to say about the creativity? I'm impressed.
I think both teams have a high-end offense right now, and they're really pushing out a high-end product. But really, it comes down to the end of the game to see who has that last final play.
It's going to be an exciting second half for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go check it out.
We got to store inside.
Wait a minute. Penalty. What did I hear? You guys are going inside to use the stove?
we declined.
Wait a second,
No,
wait
no,
a second.
no.
I think I get the choice whether to accept or
So you
decline.
accept the penalty? No stove. Penalty.
No
A
stove.
penalty attempting to use a stove in a barbecue competition. I got a picture. Can't do it. I have to call right there.
I
No,
accept
you
that
accept
penalty.
All right, you got it. No stoves allowed. No stoves allowed. All right, find a new way. So we thought we tripped you up with two types of chips, but it didn't seem to rattle you.
Are those my chips?
Yeah, this is what's left over.
Andrew's gonna go hungry.
So half of it was pureed, half of it was left chunky. We're gonna let this thicken up, and we're gonna let this all cool. That's gonna be our
Filling?
filling.
All right, what do we do? I see a bottle of alcohol on fire.
Well, I'm a little chilly, so I'm going to start with some brandy for me. Well,
Okay.
maybe after, but what we're going to do is we're making our brandy peppercorn sauce. Because
Brandy
we have
peppercorn sauce.
brandy peppercorn
Wow.
sauce, so that on one of the meats. So we're going to just I've been sauteing down a little bit of,
I think we should penalize the other team for not doing this.
I think, for uncreativity.
Uncreativity, lack of creativity.
Lack of creativity. Turning into a really beautiful little
You
gravy
can see
already.
that changing, yeah.
Right?
That's fantastic.
Turning into something. We're going to reduce it, and then eventually when we pull out the steak,
Yeah.
we're going to have a little drizzle on the steak and our barbecued mashed potatoes,
Yep.
which are now barbecued, and because of the previous penalty, and it'll give us a really nice sauce on like a complete comfort meal for Thanksgiving.
This looks great. Good job. Well done, guys. Well done. Well, you're not chopping now. You're grating. What's going on here? This looks like some
So
kind of
for,
chimichurri.
yeah,
Wait a minute. Every photo bomb opportunity with Doritos here.
Yeah, I'm all
Great
good
use of
on it.
ingredients.
So our hanger steak, we're gonna do fresh parsley, olive oil, garlic, horseradish.
Nice.
Do a horseradish, parsley chimichurri. We're gonna blitz a little bit. I normally like to do it by hand and keep it a little rougher. So
Right.
we're gonna use this as a base, and then we're gonna add fresh parsley and all the fresh ingredients at the end.
All right.
So we have lemon zest in here. We have our olive oil.
Now we
Picking
come
up
over
our-
here. You have chips in your hand.
We're gonna
Doritos, sour cream
picking
and
up our
onion,
potato salad dressing
Yeah.
with
Potato
the
salad
sour
with-
cream and
with
onion
potato
chips.
chips. So we just pulled this off the grill. This looks incredible. Walk me through what we're doing now.
Cut the top off, olive oil, salt, wrapped it in foil, put it on the smoker for a couple hours, not too hot. and it just comes out sweet, sugary,
Oh, look at the color on that. Beautiful.
all caramelized, all ready to go in that sauce.
All right, James, this is looking good. This was that filling you made earlier.
Yeah.
You got some pastry.
The pastries we made earlier. We're just gonna do a little hand pie.
And I noticed you have CC on here. I can guess what that's for,
yeah,
but
it's Childcan. Yeah,
Childcan.
we're all here to support Childcans.
and then how are we gonna cook these?
On the smoker,
in the
of course.
smoker.
Back in
It's
the
a
smoker.
barbecue competition. We're not like those other guys trying to use the oven.
This is our pork belly here.
Yeah.
So nice and crispy. And what do we do with this now? We're chopping it up.
Yeah, so we got the smoke and we got the flavor. Now we're gonna get it, we let it rest just a little bit. We're gonna dice it up and then we're gonna get it back into the cast iron pan, get it nice and crispy on all the edges.
Nice.
And then it's gonna be into the smashed potato salad, right?
Okay, and that's what we're doing here. We're smashing the potatoes, getting that ready.
Yeah.
I can see what you mean. They definitely dried out nicely.
Yeah,
That's
beautiful.
All right, we're down to the wire. You've got all your ingredients. You guys are all set, so I'm going to get out of your hair. Chris, glad you could make it. buddy.
Jeff, thanks
Good
for
to see
having
you.
me. This
Good
is
to see
awesome.
you. Yeah.
This is awesome. I
Appreciate
ran
all
it
the
here.
meat. The guys are challenged for sure.
See, I was afraid I didn't give you quite enough meat. Now, that may not be true, but I thought maybe you need a little bit more, so I had a flank steak kicking around.
Not a lot of time left over. I appreciate you bringing this. We're getting down to minutes. So what are they going to do with this thing?
Well, they're probably going to, well, they won't have time to marinate it if we're running short on time. So they may do a stir fry out of it. They may do, like, there's all kinds of things they can do with a flank steak.
Well, listen, I think it's a great challenge. I appreciate you bringing it by. We're down to the wire. Let's just give them each a flank steak.
Let's
and
absolutely go out
let's
there and
make
say,
it-
here you
let's
go,
add to the
boys. What are you
challenge.
going to do?
Good stuff. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Good.
We found a flank steak that's kind of kicking around the shop, and we thought we're going to surprise you at the last minute
Lovely.
and give you something else to do because you're all wandering around like you got nothing to do.
Boys, we got 10 minutes and now a flank steak to cook.
Are you ready? Gimme.
All right. What are you going to do?
Well, we haven't decided yet. We're going to season it up. We're going to do it and maybe,
Little salt, little pepper.
yeah,
I'll make up a chimichurri.
a little chimichurri. Nice sauce
we
on
have
top.
almost enough to do that.
Cut it nice on an angle and present
Super
it.
time sensitive, but I'm going to let you guys have at it.
Okay, we're going to cook
Get
it.
it done. What's the
I
plan?
think we're gonna take some horseradish, some lime, some lemons, and some garlic. We have some left over, and we'll see what happens.
All right.
A little extra virgin oil and
I like the way that sounds. All right, all our judges, we're all set, ready to go. Thanks for being here today and supporting Childcan. You all have a pen, you all have a plate. The only thing you're missing is a scorecard. I'm going to pass out two because we have two teams. So you're going to judge them today on plate appearance, use of ingredients, and they had some tricky ingredients today. So ultimately the taste is the most important thing, so you're going to judge them on taste. And let's look at creativity. What were they able to do with some of the ingredients? How creative were they? So we're going to pass these out, and in just a couple minutes we're going to get you some food. Judges, let me introduce you to the captain of Team Belfor, Chef Matt. Matt, why don't you...
We cut jalapenos in half and we stuffed it with the duck sausage. We put some cheese and some spices on there. We wrapped it in that pork belly and we've spiced that up a little bit. Should be pretty good.
What do you think of this appetizer?
So the sauce is delightful and the bacon is soft and it's just like, it's delicious.
Okay, judges, this is the second part of the appetizer from Team Belfor. So you already had the jalapeno. This is the same appetizer course as that one. Chef Matt, what are you serving up?
Okay, so this is our smoked pork belly. We have some queso cheese and we made a nice sauce. We smoked jalapeno again, tomatillos, and we've got our sweet peppers.
The only thing that would make this better if you had a cold beer with a lime on it.
Yes, and we absolutely brought a Modelo beer for everybody.
Absolutely.
So there you go.
Bribing the judges is acceptable.
Flag on the play here. You can't bribe the judges with booze.
Oh, absolutely. Bribing the judges works. All right, Judge, I don't want to get in the way because you look like you're enjoying that. What do you think?
The pork belly's delicious. The avocado, all the crispiness in the taco, it's delicious. And pandering the judges with a cool beer.
Let me introduce you to Team Childcan, sometimes referred to as Team Brocky. And this is their captain, Chef Brocky. So why don't you tell us about what ingredients did you use and how did you put it together?
So this is a ham pie we created. We used the duck sausage, created a filling out of the duck sausage. We used some of the cheesy Doritos and the sour cream and onion chips in both the pie filling and in the pie crust itself. We did a mirepoix of onions, carrots, celery, and then we did a burnt honey and cherry sauce on top. Please enjoy. We did take the pork skin off the belly and made a crackling out of that as well. So those little crunchy, salty bits you find in there, that's the actual pork skin from the belly.
All right, you guys had a chance to dig in. What do you think?
It is so good.
Isn't it amazing?
It's so many different flavors, but they melt together and it's amazing.
Team Belfor, he's going to tell us a little bit about this entree. Chef, tell us what we did.
Okay, so kind of a traditional meal. We've got garlic puree mashed potatoes with Parmesan, and we put hanger steak on them with a peppercorn sauce. And then we made a Caesar salad, all from scratch, made the croutons, made the pork belly, and we actually put homemade dressing on it, grilled romaine. The surprise we got thrown at us, so we ended up with a flank steak. We made some crostini with a chimichurri sauce, and enjoy. It's for a good cause. I think this is a great day so far.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. What do you think so far?
I still have some room. I just tried some of the steak. It's got a peppery spice, delicious, over a crouton, almost like a French dip without the sauce. It's beautiful.
I'm going to let Chef Brocky tell you what they did. This is Team Childcan entree.
We went with a dirty potato salad. We grilled it originally and then let some smoke hit it, smashed it down, made a dirty topping for it with some carrots and onions, and then topped that with the hanger steak and chimichurri. The chimichurri's got some horseradish in it. And then we've got that last minute sort of skirt steak that Chris threw us. So we've got a side of skirt with an apple and tomato reduction. So the hanger steak and the skirt steak, they're typically, you cook them at higher temperatures. So we actually opened the firebox on the smoker and cooked this directly on the burning wood. We did not use a grill.
This looks like you're hitting that plate pretty hard. What do you think? Did they make a meal here?
I'm very excited. This is unbelievable. I saw beef, I saw pork, I saw potato. This is my happy place. I mean, this is unbelievable. See, I want to give it a 7.
There you go.
Out of 5.
I'm going to get out of the way. I don't want you to eat my arm or something like that.
It could happen. It could happen. Thanks.
Well, we added up the scores after a great day and a pretty exciting day for sure. We definitely have a winner, but we'd like to start off by thanking Adam and Peter for a fantastic fundraiser supporting Childcan. That's what it's all about. Round of applause for that. A big thank you to our judges who had to put up with eating all that fantastic food and then actually scoring it. So thank you to our judges. Thank you for the 2 teams that put together an amazing event. The food was incredible. Such creativity. We tried to throw some wrenches in the system and they just went with it. They just rolled with it. It was fantastic. So we do have a winner, and I'm happy to say that as good as these guys cooked, they took the trophy home again. Good job, guys. Yeah.